Welcome to Eagle Education. This is Sekhar Metla, software trainer. Today's topic, what are the dictionaries in Python and how we are changing to dictionaries to list and list items preparation and creating a list, how it can be possible, tuples in Python. These are the topics we'll see in this section. For more information, watch the Eagle Education. Watch it.
Hi, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to teach you lists in Python, how to use the lists and how to update the list and modify and corrections if we require in regular Python programming language. Now, a simple parameter I am going to take in names of list items. List will always declares with using these braces. Strongly remember. All right. And within this list items, I am writing using either single quotes or double quotes. You can use it. The names I am taking 5 with the comma. That is the distinguish between the names, like Alice and Mary and dog, using the single quotes. And take any number of, you can take it, no problem. And crash one more. All right, this is the 5 things, that is the items. I have taken 5 items in the list, and now I am going to writing here print the names. All right, now see, I am printing the values of name. It is the names we can take it because it's in a list items. Here we go and take in a print. Yep. Now see here, this is the now item. I'm going to run app. Now see, Perry, Alice, the list it is printed. Names Perry, Alice, Mary, John, Fish. These are the options that are available over here. And the Perry, Alice, Mary, John, Fish. This is the items which is printed. I have a given a command here. I'll append here with the list items over here by declaring these braces. And the print statement is printing completely the names. That is the very much easy to understand. In advantages of lists, we will see now. If I want to print like a index item from the list, we can call the index of the item from the list by calling names of, just simply we will use this as the function print statement only. See, within the names, within the braces, if I pass the 0 indicates, it will be treated as a Perry only, it will be written. Now see here, the Perry. Like array, it will be treated like index numbers like 0, 1 and all. If I print 1, the Alice is printed over here. Alright, that is an indexing of this. And similarly, there is an item like negative numbers in list items also. If I pass -1 like a negative number, it will be like shown you that negative index left from left to right side to starting position. That is a negative number. That negative index. And likewise, we have a facility to print, call it as an slicing in this list. Like see, 2 if I pass as a primary index, now we will see Mary, John, Fish. The range which is printing from beginning of the from 2 to end till end. 0 is this one, 1 from 2 is beginning from here, and you have not mentioned anything that the ending number, so it is taken 3, 4, 5. Mary, John, Krish. All right, and index print range of if it is there any specific range if we provide. One more number, one more name I'll mention here, Peter. All right, and now see here, like if I'm passed, my index range is 2 to 4. Like it will be prints only for 2 to 4 range. What are the items are available here, and it will be prints. Like C is an output, Mary and John, which is coming from 2 to 4. 0, 1 and 2, 2, 4 means this is the John and Mary is going to be slicing. Like we can play the games with the list items in Python. Most of the items we can treat it as in a group of bunch of items. We don't know what are the items it's coming. We can treat it as in a list item. If we want to print a complete list, we simply ignore the list here, the index positions, and where you will see that complete list will be printed over here. See, all right. And now also we can correct the list items. We don't know what is the list item is exactly getting as an proper output. Now we will see I'm taking as an print as an output of names here the list item, and the names query and the index position 0 is I want to push something some other name, like simply we can call it as the names of index number 0 I want to be going to be correct, and with the text of some name like student, some other name, or you can say like what is the name I have to post here? Tom, simply Tom. All right, the 0 position query is replaced with this one. Now I am basically I am pushing here the 0 index position. This is the Tom name. I have to be replaced with the query, and now see here the rest of the positions will see the Tom is replaced. Query is replaced with the Tom, right? And Alice and as the rest of the things, the items are remains the same. And we can also specify the index position, which index position from the list we need to correct it. That particular position index we need to call it as, and we can also correct the list items as we require. All right, that is a very simple and easiest way, and you'll easily get it. And also similarly, you can use the for loop to print the items, what are the items are available in this as well. Okay, and a simple access we will see here, like instead of name, I'll use the numbers, and the numbers I can take it as some numbers I have to take with the list items like 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3. Every number is distinguished with the comma only. It is required. Some number 22. Okay, that is enough. Any number you can take it, access it, and I want to know what is the big number out of this maximum number. The big number I want to take an output using the list. Can you assume it and write a program for me using the for loop statement? So the solution is here. Max I am passing numbers of indexing, that is 0, for initiating the for loop. Number in numbers, the for loop is initiating over here, and press enter. If number is number like a number in numbers, the same number is in numbers, and what we can call it as, sorry, this is a for loop statement, we have to run it with this, then only it will understand. Numbers, if number is like in numbers, okay, and just a second, if number, just a second, we have already written for loop statement here, number in numbers, that statement if what we want to calculate number greater than max, if number greater than max, then what is my requirement is max that equal to number, that number I'm pushing to max, and straight away I'm taking the print over here, come to know to what is the max number is, that is the max number I'm going to print over here. See, let's execute the statement first. The 22 is showing that it's in a maximum number from the out of the list. See, Once more again, I'll explain you the steps what I have followed here. The max I have declared all the numbers of the index of 0. Likewise, the max variable I have declared here. And for loop initiating number for each number, like number in numbers. Numbers means this is the list item I'm passing to the for loop. In operator using in number. On each number I am comparing with what? That number, that is the index of 0 it is having with this first initial position, max, right? And a number is greater than max, then the max is equal to that one. And the number of if it is a greater than that particular number, see here, if the number what is coming with the this list items, and 0 position 3 I have declared predefinedly I declared here. And the number max, if it is greater than this particular number will be stored into the max position. And again the loop will be iterates up to these levels. How many list items are there? It may be n number of items as you can push that many number of iterations. It will be for loop will be runs, iterates, and finally the max number will be stored in the max position and it will be prints in the max. The 22, it's in a max number, it's came here. All right, that is a pretty much easy to write in the list in Python programming language. Hi, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you about dictionaries in Python. Dictionaries concept is very much important in Python language, where we have to collect the different attributes data in one particular dictionary. And using the dictionaries with a bunch of key value pairs we can use to implement the dictionaries. Like these keys are value pairs. Like you can assume it's a name is there. Okay, like name it may be test, and email is there, that equal to test at gmail.com. Alright, anything on a view of our data, and a phone number, that would be cell number, it would be the numeric digit. This is, we will see now. This is, we can say that this is a key and this is the value. The variable what we have discussed earlier, this is the key and this is the value. It will be treated as an key value pairs in dictionaries, right? And the keys would be unique on dictionary. The key should be particularly unique. Like a customer's data, we can see take it simply customer. I'm taking as an customer, and curly braces we need to write for the dictionary declaration, and the double quotes I'm taking is in right colon, not equal. It's equal to if we use it, it's called as an assignment. If we used colon, it is in a declaration of the dictionary, right? That is equal to there's no boolean value only. All right. Now, if I print the name, what would be the output? Now, see how it would be print of using the dictionaries like CUST, customers of double quotes of key. I'm going to print the dictionary part. Key I'm going to printing over here, and you will see the fish is came out from the dictionary. See, if I paste n number of items, I can use to read the dictionary name and use the I'll get the value of the dictionary key value pair. Alright, if we pass the name which is not available in the dictionary, sometimes it may be possible, and which will be represent key error. Alright, which is also can get method by using the can get method to passing the key value pairs to get the proper answer. Like the customer dot get and passing the, let's see, get method, there is a facility to get the values like the customer dot. If you press the dot, and you will available, all the methods are available showing displaying here. Just simply type get of name, also you can pass it. All right, one more braces over here on this. This is this. Right. By pausing, this is the way. Also, you can get and read the dictionary key by passing this, and you will get the value of the particular parameter key value. All right. In such way, like earlier, we have seen to update the name of what I have said to you at name of list name corrections based on indexes. Here also based on the key value pair, like the key based on the key you can pass the value and update the dictionaries. How it would be, we will see. Like simply declare here customer, like a name I am going to update over here. I'm passing the key of what is the value I want to want here? John, right? That's it. And here I am going to print to the customers. Customers complete or simply pass the key only for the name only. Now let's see print how it will be. Alright. Now see, John is updated. Earlier, at the beginning of the position, the stage, what it would be. On customers, it's name by default, it's the crash, the dictionary, right? And the value here I'm going to update it by passing customer's dictionary name with the value of a key. I'm updating with the text of John, and I'm printing the customer's name of John only. That is the pretty much easy to modify and corrections of the values from the dictionary. And also, if you want to change email of the user or age or appending an age and all, that is also can be possible and very easy to do like adding such a parameters like this. All right, you can add or remove and do appropriate as you wish to change. Most of the cases the user may use you need to use for dictionaries is like a bunch of data which is coming from the different users, and you don't know about the parameters. So what are the fixing parameters? In such time you need to use like append conditions. Based on the conditions, if it is not available, you can append it, and if it is already overhead and there is a separate parameter, you need to update it for the dictionary. You can add for an updation like calling this is the key value you are passing with the value. That is a very much pretty easy to getting into the using the dictionary. Hi, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to discussing about tuples in Python. This is a very important and a special concept for Python language. There is a concept they have introduced for tuples. Tuple are just like list, whereas using and storing the list items in the items here, and tuples also called as a list. Whereas tuples will have, there is a list items we can have in changes and modifications as we can use to do appropriate changes, whereas tuples are immutable and it cannot be changed while for a run. And if any permanent required to change the tuple values, where you have to convert that particular tuple into list items, and there you have to do the appropriate changes, and again you need to convert into the tuple and read as in a tuple. The performance of the tuple will give you a more accurately in high rather than the list items. That is the way there is a facility we have fixed with the mutable, and simply we can call it as a numbers. We will see here is a tuple numbers that equal to see 1, 2, 3. This is the tuple. Earlier we have seen that if we used this is within the double quotes, that single quotes and the number and comma and the items. This is the list items we have called earlier. The basis of parenthesis only we have changed to, we call it as a tuple. And print a number of indexes, we can call it as a simply as usual number printing, and all with that functionalities are same as list items of index, and we're going to printing here with a 0 as same, nothing is different. See, the 1 is printed, 0 index means if I going to pass the window, the index number of position 1 is, it is printed is 2. See here, all right, as much as same. And we can if it is in a triple position and triple mode, we cannot add the number. Okay, and we need to, as we discussed about it, we need to convert into the list item, and we need to print it is. And accessing the list like triple items like index, by passing the index of position number, we can have a position of the index of the tuple value. If I pass the negative number, and it will be prints like in a list items auto, how we have seen negative, like from the string ending, from it will be end, it will be treated as a number, like with the list items and last number is 3, it is printed as 3. Also we can pass it as in the same thing like strings, anything you can pass it, either numbers or strings, and wherever anything you, how we are treating it as a number, and string, integer or string, it is an import. All right, range of the indexes, as we can also pass and get the information from the this tuples. Matter of things. You see here, like names, we can see here, and passing some names like Barry, and Smith, John, KB. This is at present this is sufficient for seeing an example of limitations. Okay, this is the table I'm going to bring like a range. For the range, I want to pass here the parameter. I will change to names, and 2:3, 2:4 we will pass it. Right now, execute, and this tuple will return the same thing. John and give the range. John and give. Like index positions, what we have discussed earlier sessions also, the same thing will be applicable over here also. All right, and as we discussed now, if we want to change the tuple value for this, I want to convert into the list, like simply passing list method with names. That's it. The L is within the list. Now L of the position of 1 I want to replace with some other name called Kito. Some keyword I want to change. Now again, if I want to replace this thing to tuple, like we have to what we have to push, it is in a e that equal to tuple of L, we have to place for it. Now see here, e of L. All right. Now that it will be treated. What I have done here, names I have a list item I have taken here to convert it into the list, and added that one position is Smith into the potato, and again I have converted into tuple, that now it is in a C. I have to write here for that tuple of L, like a list of names, right? And now T, if I going to print that T, what it will be the output. In my assumption is correct, it would be replace the Smith to Kito. Now see here, Perry, Kito, John, Kiwi. Perry, Smith here, and we are replacing with the Kito. And John, Kiwi is the same. Alright, this is such a beautification the Python is available. And if you want to like this particular what I can say that this tuple to use the print of using like accessing of for loop, so very easy to print. Like names, if I want to write a for loop, like for, simply you can take it as an like a tuple, no, T, for T assumption, like and simply like looping through the tuple is a very simple task. What I want to tell you now, just a second. Like simply, so we'll see now. It's now using in as a in for in tuple. Okay, print a. We'll see how it will be for a for a names names function print of, that's it. For loop, if I implement it, simply I thought that it's an in operator. I'm going to use it, not like that. For a, like any variable you can declare it. Name, as you see, you can use it in the names and print it. That's it. The very much simple printing of the like tuples. It's printing plans, made, the things, all the things. And any modifications and all the things, you have to do appropriate changes over here, like a converting of the tuple to list and modifications and all. You can appropriate changes you'll do there and print the using the for loop statement. Hope you understand about this all the concept of a for loop or like tuples in Python. You better understand. Hi, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you about comparison operators. In Python language, we require sometime it's in a program to compare to two different type of values, whether it is compared as per our standard and requirement. Then we will go further for the continuation of the execution to, based on the condition, we will show you the output. We will see the basic comparison, how it will goes with a simple example. The example we will discuss about it. If the temperature is greater than 30, then I want, this is the basic requirement I have prepared for you to understand easily. And it's if it is a temperature is greater than 30, it's a hot day. Otherwise, if it is a less than 10, then it is cold day. Otherwise, we can populate a message. It's simply it's neither hot or cold. Okay, let's see the program how it would be. Using the if statements, we can simplify the program. In Python, it's very easy. See, first of all, I'm declaring temperature equal to 30. I'm taking as a default value. Otherwise, you can take it as a user inputs also. And if statement I'm writing here, and if the temperature greater than 30. Simple. My first statement is it's going to be here. And what I want to print it is, I'll say straight away, the print is, it's a single quotes I'm going to write here. Otherwise, you can take a first if is also there, no? Then we'll go for it. It's yeah, this is the purpose I'm taking double quotes. It's hot, right? And you will go with the print now. Execute it. See now, it's a temperature is 30 only we have defined it. And if I defined 31 as a temperature, it's a prints like it's a hot day. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? If temperature is 31, I have a declared here and it's printing. Otherwise, if it is in a 30 only, I'm mentioning here greater than 30 means if it is above 30 only, it is in a hot day. All right. Now, if I execute it here, see, there is a no message. In the sense, the condition is not satisfied. All right. And now we will see here. The one more condition, it is that Otherwise, there is a condition which we have to populate that message. It's not a cool day, it's not a hot day. All right. Now, if and else, this is the part you have to strongly remember that where I am written if condition, if the statement I've written, see here, I've written if PyCharm IDE, how the beautification is here to write in a syntax is like basic understanding. If temperature greater than 30 and I use colon, press enter. The cursor automatically will take an appropriate position. And if condition, we need to write there, right? I'm here, I'm writing the printing of the message, whether it is not satisfied. If satisfied above, then it will print the hot day. Yeah, this is the way. And if else part, if you want to write, take an enter at the end and come to the if position place, 0 position place at the line, and here you have to write else condition. Now if I press enter, the cursor is blinking with the printing position, the statement position. Now what is my requirement to write here? Simply using double quotes, and it's not hot day. That's it. It's not hot day. That's it. If it is an above 30, it will print like a hot day. If it is not, it will says that it's not hot day. In my case, it's in 30. I am passing, and it's not. It's not above 30, and it's showing to else passing to the else condition, and it's printing. It's not hot day. Now see here, it's not hot day. If my value is 31, now here you go. If I execute it, it's in a hot day. All right. This is a simply comparing a statement using these operators. And using the if else condition statements, we can easy to write and compare the statements and all. And few of I'll give you a few of conditions over here. Like see here, greater than I have mentioned. If greater than or equal to means if I mentioned 30 also, it is in a hot day. See now it's printing. It's a hot day. See if I mentioned the operator like greater than or equal to, above or equal to also, I can print it in a print, and equal to, there is an equal to is in a comparison between. If it is an equal to the same value is appeared, it would be execute this statement. It's the saying that the condition. All right, it's a printing again. It's in a hot day. All right, and one more thing, it's not equal to. Not equal to 30 means if it is 30, what it's showing. See here, and it's saying that not in a hot day. Not equal to 30, then only it's going to this. All right, if temperature not equal to 30, otherwise if it is an equal to 30 means it's in a 30 and it's not 30, it's not hot day. It's not equal to 30 means if I pass 29, we will see what will happens. What you assume that what it will bring? Think about it. It will say that this condition is satisfying. If it is equal to, then it will go. Why? Because not equal to 30 means not equal to 30. If the condition is satisfied, then you will print whether it may be 29 or below or 31 and above. If the 30, if it is in a 30 only, it will goes to here. All right. Likewise, there is a many condition like a comparative operators are there. You can also test it in your case. And one more example I would like to tell you, the simple thing that is a name is less than 3 characters long. Like forms we are going to filing, like filling the forms, and that forms is having name, telephone number, and mobile number and all the things. Like a name I have to enter. My name is like a simple John Rahman, and so something. It's like crazy names are there, and my requirement is to be the name minimum should be satisfied with the three characters, and name between 50 characters only. Just 3 to above is the my criteria is above limitation is 50 characters. That should be in the below 50 characters. Okay, and we will see how to write on this condition of the program. Right. Anyhow, this the program. I'll give you any solutions. Anyhow, with this tutorial, we will see here for the writing of the statement. Just a second. One more statement right here. That see here. If name is less than 3, says its a characters are low. Characters low. If below, the message to be populated, and your name must be 3 at least 3 characters, and otherwise one more condition I'm passing here. If it's more than 50 characters, but I can tell that name should be must be below 50 characters. Okay, and otherwise what I can tell that names looks like a good. This is the statement I'm going to be like a print statement is name is good. Yeah. This is what is my requirement. This is the conditions and test cases we need to pass while filing of the application forms, like a registration form, an application form, registration of the usernames, and a student name the registration, and any of the user who is going to be registering like e-commerce websites and all. Right? This is what is the conditions we are going to be trying. You will see here, erase all the things, and now I am declaring name equal to the Python I'm taking over here as a string by default. Yeah, we'll pick this one. Yes. Now see, if I'm straight away predefined on strings, we have verified the length. There is a length command method, predefined method is there in Python, which we are going to be using here. If length is greater than 3, okay, less than, like a name is less than 3, then what I have to tell? Print the message is what I have shown you. That message is your name, like name must be 3 characters length. Must be, or at least you can say that 3 length, 3 characters length. All right, and see, my Python is having more than 3, then it will be pass. There is a no 0. If I pass to only py, what will happen? See, the message is name at least 3 characters. The first condition which is satisfied over here, and it's indicating the message also. Press enter, and here you have to mention elif, if else, and one more. If it is there any one more condition is there within the condition of if else conditions, we have to use if elif length of 50 means what is the 50? If it is an above 50, first condition we have verified with the characters of minimum 3 are is there or not, and second condition we are verifying that condition is length if it is in above 50. All right, and the length of 50 here we have to mention name, right? And the name must be below 50 characters. All right, and otherwise what I can say that else colon enter print if my two conditions are satisfying as a my requirement name is good. I would like to print here. Now see if it is satisfying or not. Name Python. It is in a 6-digit string and it's all complete and below it is in a below 50. Then it will be print as a name is good. Like let's see here. See that name is my input string is Python here and name is good at showing. All right. And if I given py only 2-digit only, it will says that name at least 3 characters. This is not satisfying the condition over here and name at least 3 characters is going to be printing. The same way here, if I entered more than 50 characters, like type something anything more than 50 characters later. Yep, something I don't know. Yes, execute it. See, it must be yes. Something is a typo error is here. Like yep. Name must be below 50 characters. It's throwing out. Name must be below 50 characters. Why? Because I have given more than 50 characters string over there. Alright, if my Python, if I passed by conditions are satisfying, what it's going to be in the output? Name is good. This is how you can practice using comparison operators in Python language. Hope you better understand about this scenario and sessions. Hello, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to teach you logical operators in Python language. Logical operators are requirement like and, or, not. These are the basic logical operators we are going to discussing here, where and applicable for two conditions and verifying the logical way. And let's see what are the operators we are going to discuss here. And basically, there is an AND operator is there, and OR operator is there, and NOT operator. These are the very most and familiar and popular operators, logical operators in any of the language. And one of my requirement is here to compare if an applicant has an income and around something an amount of income, and he is having a good like credit limit, then only he is eligible for loan amount. Let's see like if an applicant is like having income ANT and good eligible like a good credit limit, he is eligible for loan. Like banks, how they are going to be treating loan facilities to the end users. Now this is the condition here. I am going to using AND operator. We will see how it is. Now here I am declaring has an the user has high income, like what the bank is people are getting expecting. That would be true. Means he is having like a huge income, like feasibility of the income, and has an like has good credit limit. That's enough. Good credit. That equal to also it's a possible. Here true. Here I'm going to verifying with the using of if condition. If user like has high income A and B and has uh, good like a and has what is the second statement is good credit. If he has good income and like high income and good credit, then what is if the condition is satisfied, he is eligible for loan. We'll type the message here, eligible for loan. Now let's run this first. execute. You see here, eligible for loan is printing. In the sense, it is a condition. Two conditions I am verifying here. With logical operator condition, I am going to comparing with these two. This is the having a high income. I have mentioned is true, and also he is having a good credit limit, and this is also true. See, and operator will logically it's a verifying two the statements like two variables what is the having the value. Now I will change here. One is false. One is false. Now this see the output of the result set. There is an empty. Why? Because it's no information we have given here. If we've written here else statement like a print of not eligible, that will be print not eligible for loan amount. Now see here, he is a failing one condition over here. He's a failing one condition. Then there is an what is the requirement is if both conditions are true, then only he is eligible for loan. If either condition, if he is not having, he is having credit limit, then he is not eligible for loan. With the logical operator, we are going to comparing with this statement, and we are able to getting the results. All right. And similarly, if applicant has a good credit limit and doesn't have a criminal record, this is the one more thing. It's a simple thing. And now see here, one more statement I'm going to be implementing here is having a good credit limit and has criminal record that equal to false. The credit limit record is not false. Then you see how it would be the condition of the statement here. Has good credit limit and not has yes has not has criminal record eligible for loan amount, else it's not. Now we will check this condition here first. See, he is a has a criminal record and not has a criminal record. Where is the condition here? Yes, we have to terminate the statement here. Execute. Eligible for loan. What is my requirement is that here delete the space. Yes. A person who is having a good credit limit and he hasn't have a credit like a criminal record. Here in my scenario, there is no criminal record for this person. And see, if has a good credit limit and not criminal record, then this is also can be eligible like and with the not operator we are going to be using here with the Boolean expression. All right. Likewise, and also there is a facility use or condition either one. If I am placing here either means I'm removing and or not, or if I place it here or means either conditions anyone is true execution, he is telling that it's eligible for loan. And if both conditions are false or both conditions are false, then only it can be not eligible. Either case is true, then it can be says that it's eligible for loan. Hence we are used here for and not this one. All right, based on the scenario you have to choose for appropriate decision to write a program of statements here. Here you true, see eligible for loan. If it is true, not eligible for loan. Okay, this is a very much pretty easy to write logical operators in Python language. In the next session we will see how to write a particular if, elif, and statements in the Python to verify more if else statements and conditional statements in Python language.
I hope you enjoyed this session. Thanks for watching Eagle Education. Please do subscribe, like, share and comment. For more information, watch the description if you want to know more about Python language and all. Thank you.